It's our favorite time of the week, which means we have our next roster update prediction, which means we have a chance to make thousands, if not millions of subs off this roster update. If you guys are new here, the way that we go about these roster update videos, we talk about our silvers to gold, our golds to diamonds, and at the end, we have our diamonds in the rough, which means, you know, they might not go diamond this roster update, but, you know, down a couple line, they might have, you know, a good chance to go diamond. And that's our best way to make a lot of stubs. You know, you invest in those cards when they're low tiered and they go to diamond. It's a great way to make a ton of stubs. Now, as always, you guys, this is my personal opinion, so invest at your guys' own risk. You know, I probably will miss some. You know, there's always a chance we always miss some. So, you know, just make sure if you guys leave any comments down below, I'll take a look at them and see what you guys got for me. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so for our first silver to gold, we're talking about DANSEY SWANSON. He's just shortstop for Atlanta Braves, and he has had some, you know, some really great weeks, especially within the last two. You know, just looking at his last 14 days, he's batting 362. But I think the biggest thing with DANSEY SWANSON over these past 2 weeks is how he's been batting against righties. So if you actually take a look at his last 15 games, he's actually batting 452. He does have 4 home runs as well. He does have a double in there as well. So just looking at his attributes, he's got 62 contact versus righties. He's got 67 power versus righties as well. And we can get a nice boost to those. I mean, we can get that 62 maybe to a 65, maybe 66. Again, with the power maybe to a 70. Now, I will say he has been struggling against lefties here as of late. But, you know, if they boost it down a little bit, whatever, as long as his righty stats go up there, his righty attributes, we should be good. He has a very high chance to get gold here. So for our next silver to gold, and actually our last silver to gold, is going to be Max Fried. He's a starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, and he has been doing phenomenal the last 2 weeks here. You know, actually over the past month, you know, the biggest thing with him, I think, is his hits per nine right now is at 66. If we look at the last 28 days, he's actually only given up a 203 batting average. So that's insane. I mean, with hits per nine at 66, I mean, that's got to go way up. I'm hoping, you know, maybe a 72 to a 73. Even the strikeouts, I know right now for the entire year, he actually only has 117 strikeouts and 118 innings pitched. But within his last 28 days, he does have 32 strikeouts and only 4 walks. So, you know, again, maybe the walks can get up there too. I think the biggest thing, though, for Max Fried will be his hits per nine, and that'll be a great reason why he'll go to gold. Now, we do have our first gold to diamond, and again, this is a card that I thought was going to go diamond last roster update, but he did not, and that is Brandon Crawford, the shortstop for the San Francisco Giants. Another guy's having an absolute career year, and he's just been just insane the past month or so. So if we're looking at his stats over the past month, he's been batting 358. If you look at his stats the past 14 days, he's batting 415. I mean, the dude has been absolutely crushing the ball, and he's been doing it against lefties as well. Now, I know this isn't a huge sample size, but, you know, over the past 15 days, he is batting 500 against lefties. He does only have 12 at-bats, but he does have 6 hits. I know it's not huge, but just looking at his season holistically, you know, the entire year, he is batting 268 versus lefties. I mean, he does have a 54 contact rating right now versus lefties, which I think is the thing that will boost him up, that will get him to a diamond card. You know, if we can get that up to maybe a 60, that might be a little bit stretch. But still, even looking at his right numbers, I think he'd still even get that boosted up as well. I mean, I think he is almost a guaranteed diamond at this point. Our next gold to diamond will be Xander Bogaerts. He is a shortstop for the Boston Red Sox. Now, I will say with this card, and a thing that kind of makes it tough for him, is that his fielding is at a 58. And at shortstop, fielding is actually a really weighted thing for an overall. So that's one thing that's really tough with him, but he is batting insane. So looking over his past 14 days, he is actually batting 364. But one thing that's really awesome with him is that he's batting with a lot of power now. So looking at his last 14 days, he does have 3 home runs, which looking at his power numbers right here, you know, it is a 70s. He's having a good power number here. He is doing very well against lefties as well. Obviously, you guys are looking at the card right now. He does have plus 13 versus lefties, which obviously is not going to be the case for this roster update. But I think he needs to get a boost for that righty power. I think it'll be a really good thing for him. Again, the one caveat with him is that he doesn't have great fielding, but he's actually batting really well this year. So I think it's a great reason why we'll go diamond. Another card that I thought for sure was going diamond last time that didn't go was IGLESIAS, the closer for the Los Angeles Angels, but he has a fantastic shot this time. So looking at his card, plus 8 to both things on his hits per nine and his Ks per nine, actually gets him to an 89. Now, I don't think it's going to be that drastic yet, but I do think he could get a plus 3 to each one of them, which I think would for sure get him to a diamond. Now, I will say in the last 14 days, he's only thrown 4.2 innings, but within that, he does have 9 strikeouts and 0 walks, and he does only have a whopping 176 batting average against him. So again, like I said, you know, plus 3 to both sides of those. I think it's pretty easy. I think he's a guaranteed diamond at this point. We do have our last gold to diamond, and it will be Devin Williams. He is a relief pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers, and this one is going to be a really nice one right here. You know, he has been a diamond in the past. Now, obviously, he's a gold again, but I mean, he's got a really good shot right here. Just looking at his numbers the last 14 days, this is the biggest thing right here. He's got 9 strikeouts and 0 walks. You heard that, 0 walks. Looking at his walks per 9, he's got a 43. Obviously not been very good this year. You know, over the past 28 days as well, he only has 3 walks and 20 strikeouts. Now, looking at his hits per 9, obviously in his Ks per 9 are way up there. They could get a little tweak, but I think the biggest thing and the reason why Devin Williams goes diamond is because of that walks per 9. I think we give him a nice little nudge to that 50. I think he is almost there for a diamond. You know, if they do give him a boost on the hits per 9 and Ks per 9, he is a guaranteed diamond as well. Now, if you guys did make it this far, this will be our diamonds in the rough, which we do have 2 this week. And our first one will be Corey Seager. He is a shortstop for Los Angeles Dodgers. You know, he is almost the most balanced player I think that I've seen, at least. You know, the one thing with him again is his fielding. Not known for being a great fielder, but he is a great hitter. So looking over the past 14 days, he is batting .319, which, I mean, looking at his attributes, probably is about pretty steady there. Now, what I really love with him is that he's showing some power here. He's getting some home runs. He's getting some extra base hits, which is amazing, especially for those power numbers, which I think, you know, if we can invest him in now when he's this low, if he continues with power numbers and he has been a diamond in the past, then he's got a good shot to go diamond this year. And our last card for the day, our last diamond in the rough, will be the center fielder for the Chicago White Sox, Luis Robert. Finally healthy, and he is absolutely demolishing the ball right now. So ever since he got off the IL, he is batting .385 in the last 14 days. Now look at the last 7 days, he's batting .435. But I think one thing that's really nice here, now it is a very small sample size against lefties. It is a very small sample size against lefties, which right now he's got about 64 contact. He is batting .371 in 35 at-bats. He's actually batting .323 versus righties in 99 at-bats, which obviously looking at his attributes right now, don't really correlate that. So I think we get a major boost to those categories too. And, you know, obviously I don't think he's going to go diamond this time, but if he continues that trend, especially through the next roster update, he's got a really good shot to go diamond. That does it for this roster update prediction. Again, if you guys have any comments down below, please do leave them. Make sure you guys let me know if I missed anybody or if you guys really like somebody. Happy investing. Make a lot of stubs here. You know, we've made millions of stubs on these roster updates, so hopefully we can do it again here. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys do subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.